I agree, man. And I'll say, like, I saw you wearing camo for the first time, like, during our internship.
Yeah.
Bruh, I went right to Goodwill and I copped some. Unfortunately, I bought it and I didn't realize it had a hole in it, so I had to throw it away. But still, you had opened my eyes. I was like, man, he knows how to dress. He definitely looks fly. He's like the flyest man in the room. If he can rock camo, why can't I rock camo? So if he can make it work, let me try to make it work. Yeah. So like when you say that, like that really resonated with me.
Yeah.
But,
no, for sure. But it's like it's not a knock against people either. It's like I get it. Like if you don't know something, like
why be uncomfortable?
Right.
If you can be like in your lane doing whatever.
Exactly. But it makes sense too. It's like if I'm, like a lot of people are unsure about the COVID vaccine, for example. I was unsure about it. My uncle is a doctor, and I asked him about it. He took it. So now guess what? I'm gonna be like, all right, well, he took it. He's got 2 kids and a wife. I could probably take it. Yeah. But it's like at the same time, it's sketchy. It's like the first vaccine. But that's just how life works. Like you have to see people who have credibility. But I mean, that's how you get a job too. It's like that's why people go to college to get credibility. That's the stifling part of being an artist. Is people have to see that you're credible.
That's really annoying because like it's kind of like a snowball effect in my opinion. It's like, yo, one person's messing with me, and then oh no, I got 2 people, but then they start to share your stuff, so now 2 becomes 4, and then 4 becomes 16, and 16 like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's funny how that like herd sheep mentality works, because it can work against you. Yeah, most of the times,
if they don't mess with you, then all of a sudden,
but it could also work for you. And it's like, how do you not weaponize that in like a bad way, but how do you arm yourself with like the know-how to be able to change maybe a change agent with like that mentality and stuff. So that's a great call out, man. I really like that message. But man, is there anything else?
I mean, you know me, I can talk all day.
Bro, I really enjoy like just talking. So it's like, I mean, we used to do this like this is like nothing. Like if the cameras were off right now, I mean the one camera. I'm thinking I'm big Hollywood, bro. This is the pilot.
You will be, bro.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna speak that into existence. Foam's gonna be '1 on Spotify.
Yeah, but it's like, I mean, I can go on for forever, but you know me.
No. I'm gonna keep you here for a couple more minutes, bro. Because I got a lot of things to ask you, and I feel like you have a lot of good insight. And one thing, what drives you? Like, what gets you out of bed in the morning?
I mean, okay, so I would say like my biggest fear has always been just mediocrity in every sense. Like what drives me is just not being where I want to be. You know what I mean? Like I'm not, like what drives me is that I'm in Arkansas. What drives me is that I'm this type of person, not in New York, not where I want to be, not like nothing's panned out really the way it should have, and that there's a lot of work to do. I want to be the version of myself that I put out in the universe for me to be, and I'm just not that yet. So I wake up every day and I'm like, I need to get there, and I try to take a step every day to get there. So,
bro, there's do you know the 1% rule? Like, 1%. So for the people that don't know the 1% rule, it's like every single day, and I learned this from a book I'm reading, or I finished, called Atomic Habits, and basically what
read your books.
Read your books. Smart boys read.
Put your nose in a book.
Yes, sir.
Smart boys read.
And basically, like the 1% rule is that even if every day you only get 1% better, or you only work 1% at one thing, it's gonna be a lot better than if you don't do anything. So let's say you take 10 days, and in those 10 days you get better every day. You get 1% better every day. That's a 10% increase over 10 days, because 1% versus the negative. So what is it? 10 to 1 to the negative like 10 or whatever. So it's like every day you don't do something, you're getting 1% worse. So 1% positive is gonna exponentially benefit you versus not doing anything at all. So man, 1% better. And I really feel good.
No, for real. And there's a book too called The Tipping Point by Malcolm Gladwell.
Sure.
And
I should start to remember authors' names because I just remember the book title. I'm like, I'm smart.
I'll actually have the tipping point. So if you want it, I can definitely learn that.
I'm down.
But yeah, so a tipping point is basically about how little things add up to create big, like, epidemics. It's about epidemics. It's crazy. But it's about, like, so it talks about crime epidemics, obviously, like, viruses, but also talks about trends. It's really about marketing. So it's like talks about trend epidemics. So like how this shoe becomes really popular, and it's about a niche group, a really cool group that everyone looks at, starts to wear it. People around them wear it. It's how things grow, but very slowly, and it starts with one person, and there's different types of people. It's really interesting.
Tipping point. Interesting. I'm gonna have to check that out.
So all these little things lead up to a tipping point.
Nice.
So it's almost like you can apply that to your life though too. Like if you get better every day, a little bit, you're gonna reach a tipping point where you're gonna see results.
Facts.
Like, and those opportunities start coming your way. So yeah, that's
okay.
Yeah,
bro. So you say like you're not out where you want to be at in life, and,
no,
and I believe you, bro. Like only you know where you want to be. I feel like when do you know when you get there? I just feel like it's just always like once you're in New York, like I feel like you're gonna want something else. Do you ever think that you're gonna get to a point where you just like you're gonna be able to chill? And I know this is speaking like real early, but
no. I mean, but that I'm okay with that. Like I'm someone who has to always be grinding on something.
I agree.
Like I can't. I don't know. Like I don't think there's a dollar amount. Like. But the thing is, I'm not really doing it for like money. Like I kind of just want to feel fulfilled with my art, with what I'm doing. I just want my. It's like I don't want to be famous at all, but I want to leave a good legacy. Like I want my name to mean something. I want it to carry some weight. Like in terms of what I can do artistically. Like as an artist, I want to be almost just like I want to be somebody. I don't know. Sure. Like, you know what I mean? No. Like you just want that to stick somewhere. Like I want people to be talking about me one day. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
no, dude, yeah, that's so like the main reason like I do like my art stuff and stuff is like when I'm dead and gone, like usually like people are only remembered for like up to 3 generations. It's like after me, like my little like my sons, or if I have kids, I really don't want to have kids, but like if my son, if like I have a son or a daughter, like they're not gonna know their great grandmother, you know what I'm saying, like or I mean excuse me, my great grandmother, they're just gonna know my granny. Like that's as far as it goes. And so like the reason I do my art stuff is like just like these clothes, like when I'm dead and God, I can pass this on. Right. It's got SmartBoys on it. Right. You can look up SmartBoys. They got an Instagram. Like it tells a story, and so it just goes back to leaving a legacy and like who do you want to be, and like when people search up SmartBoys, like are they gonna be like, oh snap, this is dope, and are they gonna be inspired, or are they just be like, yo, this is dope, and are they just gonna cop it and then help the brand? You know what I mean? So
yeah, I mean that's the goal. Like I don't know, like I mean I feel like we're so young, you know what I mean? And if you're a young, driven person, then you just like, especially in the age that we grew up in, bro, social media, like you feel like you need to be doing everything within the next 5 years or it's over.
Facts.
Like
no, facts. I really wish that we didn't have that pressure on us a lot of the times, because it's like, I mean, bro, like I just used to, I'm more of a Kwanzaa guy now, but when I used to be a hardcore like Christmas or Xmas person, like I just hated Christmas Day, opening up Instagram, and then everyone had laptops. Everyone had the brand new iPhone.
Bro,
they had
keeping up with the Joneses.
Got the Beats. They got the big
old
Beats?
Studio. Why was Beats such a Christmas thing?
Dr. Dre.
Why was the Beats?
It was on sale.
They was on sale, bro. Bro, they bought that shit on Black Friday and put it on ice until Christmas Day. But no, Beats. People was opening up Beats like that.
Bro, and they would always be at the track meets and not talk to anybody, bro. And it's the rose gold joints. But anyway, that's just kind of like the reason, like
running 26-second 200s.
Facts. Oh my god.
14.
Yeah, for
14-second hundreds.
But like that was like the main reason is like everyone just wants to have like, these things, and like what is that? You're gonna throw it away.
Right. And it's like it's not that I'm not a materialistic person, because
we all are at the
I'm like
core.
very materialistic, but it's for shit that I'm passionate about.
Facts.
Like, I don't care. Like I'm not materialistic to keep up with somebody.
Facts.
I'm materialistic about shit that I'm just like, I need that. Like that's hard. Like I want it.
Like is it gonna make me look fresh?
Right. Like I'm gonna be fly as hell, and I need it. Like that's like the type of materialistic I am.
For
but
sure.
yeah, I don't know at what point I'm gonna want to stop.
Mm.
I don't know if I will, honestly.
So I mean, you're never gonna retire. I feel like you'll be the 90-year-old on the board sitting on the board, and you're just giving out mad gems.
Definitely. I mean, I want to have a namesake brand.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm gonna learn to sew pretty soon here, because I want to like really get into like real fashion design.
Yeah.
Like I really want to dive into that.
Nice, bro.
Like I want to have a show one day. Like I want to be able to show in New York Fashion Week. That's the first time I said that out loud, so that's crazy. But like,
speak it into
but
existence.
Yeah, so it's like I do want to do that. Like, I want to have a staff. I want to have my own factory. Like, I want to be able to. My goal is to be able to wake up and have an idea. I can have that.
Sheesh.
We in New York City right now.
For real.
No. I want to be able to. This is a good way to put it. I want to be able to wake up and create and have that creation manifest by the end of the week.
I like that.
Like, because that just means you're in a great place where you have a great team around you. You're financially in a great place, and you're set. Like you're that guy. Mm-hmm. So it's like you can wake up, say you need something to be created, and it'll be created by the end of the week. Like people will make sure it gets done, because you've established yourself. So
I like that.
Creative freedom, I would say, is my goal.
Yeah, me too, bro. It's funny because like as an artist, right? Like you and I are both artists in our own rights. Mm-hmm. I'm more of a painter myself, and so like I remember talking to you like in the internship. I was like, bro, how lit would it be if like we did a collab? Mm-hmm. Like we're both established in our own things, and then we just like do a collab. And
I'm down for some.
Bro, yeah. And then when you talk about like creative freedom, like that's what I want. And then like being able to talk to whoever I want to talk. If I want to talk to you and I want to do something, yo, throw my moniker on there. It's gonna be dope with the lightning shit, and it's got SB right there. It's gonna be fire. Like I want that to come to and materialize as well. And like when I'm thinking about it, it's like Takashi Murakami is a really good example of who I want to be like in the modern day. It's I want to be the modern day Basquiat, sure, but like when it comes to like the hip hop culture and just being in the shit, like
you want to do,
he just collaborated with Hublot, and he got a Hublot watch. Like that's so fire. Like just I want to be able to do that just because you're name.
Hard. But I mean, obviously the art's good, but like I know what you're saying. Like you just want to be at where your name means something.
Mm-hmm. Carries weight.
It carries weight. You say go, and people get up and go.
you say go, they say how fast.
Exactly. How fast, how far,
how high, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. How fast, how far, how high. Like
I feel that. Nah, dude, that's like really the goal, like bro. The epitome of like the creative goal. The end goal, I feel like for everybody is to just do exactly what they want, when they want, and how they want to do it, and for people to, whether they like it or not, but just accept it. Like you don't have to like every Drake song. You don't have to like any not any. You don't have to like the next SmartBoys piece, but you will check it out and you will be giving them a like. You will be sharing it because you like the brand.
Exactly.
Facts.
It's just like how like any like there's just artists where we'll talk about music. Like if Drake drops his shit's gonna go number one for at least a week.
At least. Because they gotta listen to it.
Exactly.
You can't
gotta
not
listen. I mean, he had a bar about that too. It's like it don't matter what he say, they gonna listen. Like no matter what I make, they're gonna try and buy it, or they're gonna look at it. Or if I can get to a point where I have resale value, then that's when like in this time, if you as a
Once the bots try to copy your
Exactly.
shit at 000 release time,
If I can see my resale value before I drop,
Mhm.
that's when I know I made it. Like you can see the resale value of a Yeezy before that Yeezy drops. Like it's already 700 on StockX before it drops.
crazy.
Or a Virgil Off-White Nike
Louis bag or something,
like
bro.
anything. Like that's the type of. I mean, obviously, any artist wants to get to that point.
Facts.
And I think we also have to be okay with the fact that that might not happen.
For sure.
But
I
as
feel
long as
like
we're working towards that.
Yeah, I
At
feel like
least
that
it gives
kind of
us
goes
purpose
back,
in the morning.
bro. Purpose, yeah. And kind of on that, like I feel like, do you think you like God put you on this earth or the universe or whoever, reincarnation, the cycle, however you want to.
I'm a godly man.
Godly man, amen. So, do you believe that God put you on this earth to influence through art, or do you think that you are able to create your own meaning and your own purpose through your life and experiences?
So let me just try to make sure I understand the question. So you're asking like, is my purpose art, or am I making my purpose through art? Is that what you're asking?
Were you put on this earth to like influence through your art? I'll just start there. What do you think you were put on this?
I've never thought about that. I don't know.
I'm here with the hard hitting questions.
You are? I don't know. I would say no. That's a good question. Dang, bro, you thinking, right? You smoke before this?
No. Absolutely.
Light
not.
up before this?
I'm sober.
Super sober.
Super sober.
No. I don't know. I think I think just in the little that I've done so far, people, the most satisfying part, I'll say this, the most satisfying part is seeing people rock with you. It's not really, I don't really care about the sales. Like, only reason I would ever think about sales is when I can't afford to make something that I want to make. Like, all right, I need to sell something so I can make something. It's not about I need to sell something so I can be rich. So I need to sell something so I can make something new for the people.
Bro, I feel like with your type of passion and your type of drive, it's like, as long as like people are rocking with you, the money's gonna be there. Like,
right, I'm not even worried about that. So it's like, that is the most satisfying part, is when I get the DMs, when I get the texts, when people get their stuff. Like, I'm more
active.
excited for people to get their stuff than they are. I guarantee it.
That's
when
lit.
you buy SmartBoys, I am definitely more excited for you to get the piece than you are.
And it's funny because it reminds me of like when your mom's like Christmas Day or like whatever,
with the coffee, just looking at you
and she knows she got you the PS5, and you just don't even know. But then you open it last, and then she's got the little smile, and it just makes her.
Exactly.
That's kind of like what that reminds me of.
That's exactly what it is. Because it's just like when people finally get their stuff, and I get that text, they're like, "Yo, I got it." Like, this is hard. Like, because that's the thing. Like, about my stuff, like the quality is there. Like if I had a name, like I could sell my stuff for, like, I could sell that hoodie, I think, easily for at least $150, and people would buy it and be like, okay, I see it. Like, I see the 150. Like,
it's not no H&M like wash it 3 times
no,
and then it's done.
Bro, and that's the thing. So it's like, I really take pride in the product and the quality and the brand, and I love when people love it. Like, when people love it, that makes me feel good, because it's, as an artist, I think we all just want people to appreciate what we do.
Bro, I'll tell you, like, those are some of
really want.
Those are some of my darkest times. Like, I remember, man, I only got like, it was like a digital art post, and I put it on my Instagram, and it only got like 20 likes. And I was like, bro,
IG is so unforgivable, bro.
I was like, the algorithm's really not being kind, and I was giving them like every. Gotta be the algorithm, bro. I was giving it up every excuse, and it turns out like someone was just like, bro, I just didn't really like it.
Ass, bro.
Yeah, it's like dog water, okay?
Nah, bro, that's the thing. Yeah.
But I just wish people would tell me, bro. Like, tell me, you don't give me feedback, and that's why I love you. And like, you ask for the feedback. I personally don't go out of my way and ask for it, because I know I'm gonna be,
it's different though.
I'm gonna be butthurt. Yeah.
As a painter, it's definitely different.
I'm gonna be butthurt
because it's like, that's one piece, bro.
Yeah, it's everything I do is a one of one, and when people are like, "Oh, can you redo this?" I'm like, "No."
But
that's it.
But that's, no, I feel that. And honestly, a microcosm of that is like when I drop a fit and it doesn't hit. I hate that. Like, I drop a fit and shit, everyone's not feeling it. I'm like, oh. But at the same time, it's like, as an artist, you have to go through those. Like, you have
Gotta
to
go through the lows to enjoy the highs.
just to grow, bro. Because it's like, when you feel like people aren't messing with, it's all right, so what do I gotta do better? But it's just like, not even that. Like, I feel like as an artist sometimes too, we gotta stop doing stuff for people in terms of like for their satisfaction. Like, who cares? Like, just create, bro. Like, some people, like, people just aren't gonna get stuff sometimes too. Like, that's just how it is.
Like the Yeezus album, some people just don't get it until until 5 years later.
Exactly, bro. Like, people just aren't gonna get it, or they'll never get it, or they just didn't like it, and that's fine. Like, you probably learned something through that process, and that's how I feel, man. It's just like I feel like we gotta get rid of that, where it's like people don't like it, then it was trash. It's like, no, maybe they just didn't like it, and it just wasn't for them. Like,
I feel you. I mean, a lot of Lil Pump songs are trash, but they blew up just because.
Right, but I mean, Lil Pump, like, I'm talking about artists.
Facts.
Like, that man.
Facts.
Like, music is a money grab. Like,
yeah.
I'm not talking like, because I feel like in every industry, especially artistic industry, there's
that one.
There's different tiers to it. Like, there's like the high end tier, like the people who just made a name for themselves and legacy brands. And there's like the artists, like the people who really do this. Like, they're creative, they put their all into it. And then there's people who just do it for money.
Facts.
And I feel like there's that in music, fashion, art, like photography, models.
Bro, everyone's an Instagram
movies.
model these days. Everyone's trying to be a model.
Like, think about film. Like,
bro, yeah.
There's a lot of films that get made just for money. Like, there's nothing that went behind that film. They just needed some money, and you can see it.
Yeah.
And that's who you don't want to be.
Bro, we didn't need a Fast and Furious 6, 8, 7.
How many are there?
I think there's 9, 10. I don't know.
I'm not gonna lie. I think I watched up to like 6.
Whatever, bro. Whatever the one where they were on the runway chasing the plane, and they were chasing that hoe and switching gears for 10 hours, bro, not going anywhere, and they're just and they caught up to the plane like barely, but then it's like, bro, you were doing that for 10 hours, bro. I'm done. And you gave me 6 more of those movies. I'm good.
I miss when Fast and Furious was about just
cars.
Yeah, like racing and shit. Like, it was actually just racing and bulling. Like, bro, that was on Fast and Furious bulling. Like, Fast and Furious 1 and 2 was good, and then
Tokyo Drift
was actually hard. I like Tokyo Drift, but that's when it kind of got like. Actually, no, that was pretty heavy racing too.
No, it was.
That was heavy racing. That was hard though.
It was hard.
What was the one after that?
Bro. I think I blocked them out of my memory because I'm like, bro. I'm done.
Up to 6, they were good though. I would say up to 6. Like, and that's hard to do as a film franchise to make 6 movies and they all hit. That's why they kept making them. They hit.
Yeah.
Like, the movies hit, bro. Numbers.
But I'm glad that we figured out who you are. You are not the money grab. You are the quality. I'll take my time, bro. You put off a release for another 365 days. That's a whole year. The whole release, you said, I missed it this time. Let me wait a year, bro. I would say, bro, I don't care if it's the dead of summer. I don't care if it's June. I'm gonna put this hoodie out because it took too long. I'm impatient like that. That's why I really admire that about you. You're very calm. Like I said, calm, cool, collected. You calm. I'm too sporadic for that. And so, like, yeah, man. If you had like some words of wisdom, like, how do you like? I feel like you were just kind of born like that because I've met your mom. She's very like calm, and she's very like like if you met my mom, you'd be like, oh,
mom. I feel like my mom's gonna watch this.
She is.
You are not calm. What he just
tried.
What he just said. To put it in the ear and pull it right out. You are not calm. No, but she's a very calculated woman.
That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah, she's very calculated. There is nothing that happens that was not planned. So if it was a surprise to you, it wasn't to her, and I can tell you that for a fact. So I mean, she's a planner. She's had to be. I mean, just her circumstance.
I feel you.
But nah, I mean, what was the question? Like, what was words of wisdom?
Words of wisdom, like how to for people like me who just act on a whim. And sometimes that's our superpowers. Sometimes it's not, but like
no, I mean I do that too though. Like it seems like I don't, but I do that as well. Mm-hmm. There's times where I pull the trigger too quickly, but I think it's, for me, I've admired all the people who've done it. So like I've watched a lot of all the Jerry Lorenzo interviews, even the Kanye interviews. He talks a lot about branding. Virgil talks a lot about branding. Ruichi, Yoji Yamamoto, he's over he does Adidas Y3 and he also has his own brand. But yeah, no, I educate myself with a lot of designers. I've watched a lot of the documentaries like on Amazon, and even just any artist, successful artist that has gone through it will tell you that don't create because of time or because of don't rush it. That's what I'm trying to say. Don't rush the process.
Don't rush.
Don't
Slow
rush.
touch.
For real, like just don't rush it, bro, because it's just like you'll rush it. And like one of my favorite quotes recently is just like, no one's rushing you. Like no one's telling you to release that but you. Like no one knows it's coming but you. Whenever you release it, you'll be fine. Like,
bro, it's funny because like this is the pilot, this is the foam pilot episode 1, right? And I told myself, no one else knew, but I was like, I have to do this tonight. Like I have to, because I don't want to do it tomorrow. I'm not going to be here, and I felt the energy, and I was like, I want to do this tonight.
And that's sometimes it's right though. Like that makes sense. Like sometimes you just got to do what makes sense. And I think
follow your heart, el corazón,
and learn from your mistakes. Like a big thing in sports, I guess sports taught me this a lot too, is like you can make a mistake. Everyone's gonna make mistakes. It's fine, but don't make the same mistake twice.
Be coachable.
Like, yeah, because it's like, I mean, you make a mistake, okay, cool. You get yelled at by coach, and you make the same mistake, you get yanked because it's like, bro, I just told you. Like now you're on the bench. Like I just told you. And that's the same thing with brands. Like okay, you rushed this collection. For me, it was like I rushed this. I didn't market it well. I tried to push it out. I tried to force it on people. Did a pre-sale without really any knowledge behind it. It's like you just gotta be like, okay, so that didn't work. I need to slow down. Like for me personally, when you're building a brand is about building a story, and you gotta make sure you tell it. Like
facts.
You gotta take the time to tell the story so people can really buy into it and anticipate it. And it doesn't have to be like you can show them what you're gonna do, but show them what you're gonna do all the time. Like that's why you say I'm always active on social media. Like people aren't on social media all the time. Like people aren't on Instagram at the same time. So if I post at 3, it's gonna be a different audience than when I post at 5. It's gonna be a different audience than when I post at 7. It's gonna be a different audience when I post on Tuesday than when I post on Saturday. People that were on Instagram Tuesday might not be on Saturday, vice versa. So it's just like, be consistent. Number 1, be consistent. That is huge.
Consistency is key.
Be consistent and just put thought behind it. Like you'll know when it's ready. You'll know when you kind of rushed it. Like, and learn from your mistakes. That's really my thing.
I agree.
That's where I'm at. That's just in the first 7-8 months of my business. It's been learning and being patient because I just been.
Bro, yeah. I'll say like I can really relate to that because I remember like just trying to deliver like I've always been trying to like hand deliver a lot of my paintings and stuff, and I had a real teachable moment. Like I wrapped one of my favorite paintings like to date. It's top 5. I was delivering it to this dude to Dallas named Iju, and I wrapped it in saran wrap, like a whole thing in saran wrap, and I didn't realize that you weren't supposed to do that. Like you're supposed to get like some parchment paper, put something in between that, and then you can wrap it, and then like whatever. But I just strap it to the top of my fucking Nissan, bro. Like I did, and so like 2 days before I leave, I'm like, okay, how am I gonna strap this to my
Ultima.
car? Yeah, for real, the Ultima, the real mobile. Like, how am I gonna get this to Dallas, bro? And so, like, I literally at first I just tried to get some string and just, I tried to drive around my neighborhood. Nope, I don't even know how it stayed my car. And then, so basically, like, moral of the story is fast forward. I got to Dallas. I figured it out. Got some pads. Put the pads on my car, and then strapped the canvas to the pads, which are strapped to my whip, whatever. And then, like, I'm delivering it. Still hadn't taken it out the saran wrap, and I give it to him. He takes a picture. We do the whole shebang, social clap, clap, clap.
Right.
An hour later, this man texts me, "Yo, bro, paint came off."
That's so ass.
Bro, what? He sends me a photo.
Like, and then just ripped it off. Like,
bro, it's kind of like, you know, like when you rip like tape off, like off cardboard, like real fast, like the box. Like, it would look like that. But thing is, it looked kind of dope. So I tried to spin it, right? And he's probably gonna see this. And I was like, bro, like, it was meant to do that. Didn't you see that one painting that sold at auction for like $2 million, and then the dude shredded it? Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. Like, it was all planned.
That's
like,
the thing about art, bro.
Yeah, it's literally like, as long as you have a story to go with it, then the piece is the price goes up actually by destroying the piece. And so that's what I learned. And so, like,
I know bro is sick.
Yeah.
I know bro is sick.
But it's lit, bro, because he still had it up, and then when someone completely random, he held a house party pre-COVID times, and someone took a photo of it, like, where people were like dancing, and it's like in the living room, and I was like,
it looks fire.
Bro, it looks hard. Like, it looks so good. And thank you, Iju, for supporting me, bro.
Shout out Iju.
For real. But yeah, man. So we've kind of like hit on this theme about support, right? Who would you say was, like, in the beginning, like, was one of your biggest support system, or one of your biggest supporters coming out? Like, who really just gave you the chance and, like, really just kind of like, just really supported you
for the brand?
Yeah. Or your personal brand, whichever one, because I know you got two.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like I've always been, and I don't know how this is gonna come across, but I feel like I've always been someone who's been driven, and people just kind of expect that from me. Mm. So when I say I'm gonna do something, they just kind of just believe it.
I like that.
And that's that.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, oh, I'm going to do this. I'm like, that'd be fire, bro. like that's
no questions asked.
Like, that's it. Like, no, they don't really, not that people, like, it's cool, but also at the same time, it's kind of whack, because it's like people don't really care. And it's just like, people, when you're in that type of situation, people kind of leave it up to somebody else to support. Like, they're like, somebody's going to support. Like,
yeah.
He's definitely, like, he definitely knows what he's doing. He's somebody gonna support it, but it's just like, no, like, it can be you. Like, it's okay to support.
Yeah,
like,
if not you, then who? Like,
right, exactly.
If not me, then who else is gonna do these paintings? Like,
that's the
no
mindset.
One.
You know what I'm saying? People have is, oh, somebody gonna support. It's hard. Like, I'm not gonna do it, but somebody will. But it's like, no, that's not true. Like, just. But no, I mean, support. Obviously, my mother is, like, my biggest supporter.
Absolutely,
hands down. So she always supports me, and my grandparents have supported me as well. So
for real, that's what's up.
Yeah, I would say I mean, that's kind of why I started SmartBoys, because, like, my dad's parents, like, my dad is incredible artist, like, painted, like, incredible. Doesn't do it anymore. But no, my family, that side of the family was, like, professors and doctors, and, like, you know, that was, like, the rich side of the family.
I feel you.
So they didn't really support the creative side of my dad. They tried to push him into, because he's really smart, they tried to push him into the STEM side. Yeah. And that, like, ruined him, you know what I mean? Like, he didn't want to do that, so he didn't do it. But he just didn't have the opportunity to be creative and to pursue that fully like he wanted to, because he didn't have the support. And that really is a big root in SmartBoys. But no, so yeah, like, my family is my number one support system for sure.
That's what's up.
And then I support myself, man. Like, I don't, like,
bro,
if like, I don't need anybody around me to tell me to do something. I don't need anybody around me to say I can do something. Like, I'm gonna do it regardless. You can even just see that in just how I dress. Like, I'm gonna wear. You think some shit is ugly? I don't care, because I like it. And at the end of the day, you're gonna see me wear it, and you're gonna think about it. You're gonna be like,
facts.
maybe camo's hard, like you said. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I was like, nah, camo's kind of like for the white guys. Like,
right.
when I put on camo,
like,
I don't want to.
I got camo on right now.
Yeah, facts.
This is thrifted, so
exactly
hard. But it's just like, but you know what I'm saying? That's the thing. Like, I feel like as artists, creatives, we kind of have that power. You know what I mean? Because it's like you gotta create from whatever's inside of you, and that's the only way to do something original. Like, I feel like a lot of people try to create what's out there, and like even and those are the money grab brands or people that try to create something that's popping right now, and you'll see them fizzle out. Now, like, that timeline's gonna keep shortening. Like, it's gonna be 6 months. It's gonna go down to 4 months. Like, before you be like, oh, they'll fizzle out in a couple of years because they're doing what's popping. It's like they might fizzle out in 6 months because they're not seeing what's happening next, or they're not building anything from within. So it's like, gotcha. I motivate myself.
Yeah, I'll definitely say, like, being your number one. I always say it, like, be your number one fan. Like no one cop this, but like I throw it up because like I don't just like we don't just
cop it. It's like, that's the thing. It's like
I mean,
I don't want to be
bro.
sweeping up all your pieces.
Nah,
but
I got you, but I got more to come.
This is hard. Like, I probably will cop this, honestly.
Yeah, bro, that's all you. But it's like we don't make things that we wouldn't rock ourselves. It would be inauthentic of our character and who we are at the core.
And that's the crazy part, is like it happens more often than not. And people always ask, what's the secret sauce to being a creative? What's the secret sauce to like having this huge success? It's being original. It's not even because like nothing we make is original, always derives from something else. Mm-hmm. But do something that you like, or create something that comes from within you, and don't enter an industry that you don't actually give a F about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many people that start fashion brands, but
shit, I tried to start a hat brand called Clean Caps. Don't look that up. I'm
looking that up as soon as I leave. But by the way,
yeah, I tried to do that.
Yeah,
and
bro.
It was just like I didn't never wear hats because I'm this type of dude, and so like I would never wear my own stuff, and so I didn't invest emotionally into it.
Exactly, bro. And a lot of people try to build brands because like, oh, bro, wholesale, because wholesale is a thing now. You can wholesale, you can drop ship, so it's like you don't actually hold any inventory. You get all this stuff, you wholesale it, you put whatever on it, or you hire somebody else to design a ship. But it's like, it's not gonna last. And it's just like people start fashion brands and don't even know who like anybody is within fashion. Like,
they don't do no research. They don't know who is what. They don't know who's pulling strings there. Like, they don't know who has influence.
Like, I could go up to somebody who has a fashion brand right now and be like, oh, did you see Alexander McQueen on TV last week? And they'll be like, yeah, he was doing this and others. McQueen's dead. Like,
I was like, I don't really know much, but
but you know what I'm saying? Like, that's something that they wouldn't even know, or like people didn't know Kate Spade was a real person, or like it's just like they have no knowledge, they've done no research of the industry. It's just like, it's not at your fault. It's just you don't care. You don't actually give a damn about fashion.
Be invested.
You just want to make some money.
Be invested. It's like it's like with stocks. Like I'll take like that from the fashion instead of music. I'll put in business. Is like I don't invest in stocks that I don't know about. Like I invest in Apple. I invest in like Microsoft because I use those services. I use those products. It's funny because like Mayweather was talking about like, don't talk about things you don't own stock in, because like when you talk about it and the stock goes up, you getting paid too. Dividends is going up.
Facts,
like,
bro.
And that's kind of like with like the creative endeavors. Like you'll get dividends. You'll get dividends when you were actually invested. Right. You actually know.
You actually care.
And you actually care.
You will be successful in things that you actually care about.
Facts.
And that you actually invest in. So if you want to be successful, do something that you like. Do what you care about. Do what you're passionate about. And if you put your all behind it, you will be fine.
So what about those kids that are out there like watching this and they're, bro, how do I find my passion? Like, and this will be Discord right here. But like how does one find their passion? I've been doing the status quo. I've been going to school. I've been playing not even that. I remember kids would just go to school just to get full rides, just to do school. Makes no sense.
No facts.
Like they're just following this. So how would you go about like telling someone like, hey, here's how you should?
Whatever you like, whatever you do the most, whatever you think about the most, whatever people, if there's a lot of people asking you to do something, it could be your calling. Like, say you, I don't know, like you make some fire peanut butter cookies, and your friends always coming over like, yo, can you make them cookies, bro? Like,
Yeah.
but little do they know you got like 10 more recipes that you ain't even told them about yet, bro. Like, you got like 10 other cookie recipes.
Yeah.
Maybe you should go into baking, bro. And that's real though, because it's just like, that's how you find out what your passion is. It's whatever you do in your free time the most, whatever you think about in your free time the most, whatever people are asking of you in terms of a service or creatively, whatever. You can find your passion in things that you actually like to do. I feel like finding your passion is overthought a lot, justifiably, but it's really just whatever you like to do. There's a career for everything now.
Facts.
There is a business for everything. There's a career for everything.
Facts.
Whatever you like, just also dive into
like,
that.
bro, one thing I hate is like, I'll say, oh, like, what do you do for fun? Nothing. Watch TV. What else? Like, what else? That's it.
But
bro, what?
My thing is just like, okay, so you watch TV. What do you like to watch?
Okay.
Why do you like to watch it?
Okay.
That's
because
I literally think you can find your passion in anything, no matter how lazy it feels, no matter how dumb it is. You're a class clown, okay. Like, how can you turn that comedy? Get on TikTok, bro. Start doing skits. What can you do?
Shout out Country Wayne, by the way. Do you follow Country Wayne?
No, I don't know.
Bro, Country Wayne is
how
fire.
long is this?
In almost 2 hours.
No way.
Bro, it doesn't feel like 2 hours. I was like 30 minutes.
It's almost 2 hours.
We really podding.
Nigga, what time is it?
Bro, for real. But yeah,
chilling,
yeah. So like what do you watch? And
that's the thing. Those are the questions you ask. It's like, if you like to do something and you feel like it's insignificant, ask yourself why you like to do that thing and unpack that almost. So it's like, okay, I like to watch TV. Okay, what about it? Why? What are you watching? What intrigues you about it? Because chances are, whatever you love so much about watching, whatever you're watching, you wish you could be a part of it.
Facts.
So find a way to be a part of it.
It's funny because my pops, I would always clown this man because he would always be watching HGTV, like when it would be like his weekend or whatever, like watching HGTV or football. Now that man's in real estate. Turns out that's really what he connected with was like the house buying process and being able to flip and like make that money. So shout out to you, pops. But yeah, I totally agree. It's like, why would you watch HGTV? This is for like white women. Like, why are you watching this? You're 6'5" black man. Like, go like watch the OKC Thunder or something.
I love HGTV. I'm not gonna cap out.
He put me on. He put me on. So
those shows are fire.
That's really interesting. So it's like, I hate, like, please don't. I'm gonna be real serious.
Hold up.
Hold on.
You straighten out, man.
Please don't go to college and be like, oh, I have a passion in UX design. That's my passion, bro. Your passion's not UX design. I promise you. Your passion is probably something like, your passion is something like making processes easier and like seeing the end result, which is happy people and like, oh my gosh, like this makes so much more sense. Like my process is like whatever, it's so much more efficient. And like I feel like you don't love UX design, bro. Like no one. That's like
you don't wake up and want to do that.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I can't wait to do UX design on this website, bro. No one does that. I promise you. It's like, I don't know. So find your passion, your natural born passion. I really like what you had said about what other people are saying about you. Like if your cookies are fire, I feel like a lot of people devalue themselves. I feel like there's really a lot of people just kind of downplaying their things and they're trying to be humble or whatever. And in reality, bro, you got to be your number one fan, like we said, and boost yourself.
Yeah, bro. I mean, being yourself is your greatest weapon, honestly, because no one else can do that.
Like how hard they try.
Literally, no one else can do that, and it's just like it's so cliche, and people say, "Oh, be yourself." Like girls got it in their dorms and shit, but it's just like
live, laugh, love. Be yourself.
Be yourself. They got it and the neon sign above their TV and shit, but it's just like, no, bro, like. Really, but really be yourself, because that's the only way you'll be successful. And like, that's another reason why I hate that I have to be on social media so much, is because like subconsciously we're so influenced by what we see.
Yeah.
And I find myself start designing. I'm like, bro, this dude over here did that already. Like, well, that's why I'm making this shit. It's like I don't actually want to see this. It's just like this is hot that I like right now, but it's already being made. So now I gotta start over. But it's like, it's the thing. You just gotta stay you, man.
Facts.
And yeah, I think everyone has a passion, but I feel like a lot of people don't feel like their passion is significant enough.
That's a bar. Say that again.
I believe that. Like, people have passion. You have a passion, but you don't feel like your passion is significant enough. Like, that person who's like, all I do is watch TV. There's a reason that all you do is watch TV.
Yeah.
You love television.
Facts.
And there's something about television, that industry, that you could probably tap into. And you have to think about what you're doing. If you're watching TV all day, no matter what genre or whatever, you just did a lot of research.
A lot of research. You're consuming a lot of content.
You did a lot of research.
Mm-hmm.
And you should find a way to use it.
Thinking about watching TV as research, bro. That's pretty wild. Because, like, even if all you do is binge watch Netflix shows, bro, right? Bro, let's say you start a project and you want to create, like, an indie movie. You have inspirations to pull from. You have, like, character development plans, schemes. You're invested in that stuff, and that's focus on that. Don't look at your life and be like, oh, I'm just watching TV, I'm not being productive. Take that energy, take that and transfer it over to something and create. Always be create like you've seen the future.
Bar.
Smart boys.
Can I expand on that though?
Yeah,
create as you've seen the future, because I've never even talked about that. Like, people just kind of think it's like, oh, like,
it's a catchy line.
It's just like, oh, it's like, oh, that means he's gonna create cool futuristic stuff. It's like, no, it means even though you're not where you want to be already, create as if you've already been there. So it's like, I'm gonna create this as if I've already seen it blow. Like,
that's like an affirmation persona.
Yeah, it's really about manifestation. Like, create as if you've already seen it succeed. Like, I was there in the future. I saw people messing with this heavily, so I'm gonna make it because that's what's gonna happen. Because I've already been there. I already saw it. Like that. So it's like crazy. You've seen the future. I'm not making futuristic stuff by any means. Sorry. Sorry for anybody who thought I was about to start doing 3D printing and
now anyway.
Yeah, not right now. But it's about believing in yourself enough to where you're gonna create. No matter what your medium is, no matter what you like to do, is believe in yourself enough to say you're going to create as if you've already seen it succeed. And that's what creative is, if you've seen the future means.
That's a bar, man. And I don't know how you came up with that. It's kind of crazy because it's like, yo, Nas created Illmatic when he was like 16 or whatever, and like Kendrick dropped like Overly Dedicated or whatever, Swimming Pools, and it's like you dropped that bar on us, and like you're actually like honestly, bro, I thought it was just a line, and I thought, oh, like it makes sense, catchy, it's a catchy line.
No, yeah, it's good.
I really mess with it, like, but being able to sit down and just have this conversation and talk to you and just really unpack and pick your brain and see how you work and like how things, like how your logic works and everything like that, it's genius.
Thank you, bro. That's crazy as you said that. But you know what's funny is I'm like, me and my mom, we would sit in the kitchen. Like, we would sit in the kitchen until 3 a.m. and talk like this.
For real.
Yeah, bro. And she's like, I ain't about to stay and mess with you, boy. I'm going to sleep. Like, she used to be like, shut up. Like, I'm going to sleep. Like, nigga, I got kids. Like, I don't know, work in the morning. Like, but nah, bro. Like, that's just. This is how my brain is probably all the time. So that's why this episode's been 50 hours. I appreciate you having me.
Yeah, man.
But so yeah, bro. I appreciate that. That's just how my brain works, bro. Like, I'm always thinking about this stuff.
For sure. No, man.
Yeah, man. That's just.
How do you remember your dreams? I'm thinking like abstract.
Not all of them.
Like, do you remember your dreams?
Not all of them.
I've been noticing that ever since 2021, I've been realizing, like, I've been remembering my dreams a lot more, and they have been influencing my art recently. And so I was gonna like flip that on you. Like, have you ever had like I know we talked about when you have a dream or whatever, and like you have that idea and you have to write it down.
Yeah.
So can you talk a little bit to that? Like, how do your not really like how do your dreams like influence you? Like, you know what I mean?
I know what you mean. I remember them sometimes. I don't remember all my dreams.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, there's dreams I remember, but I don't ever remember a full dream.
Nah, just the highlights.
You remember like sometimes like when I remember a dream about a piece, like it's literally just that split second. I remember that piece and that's it. I don't remember the rest of the dream. I don't remember anything about it. I just remember that. So yeah, I mean, not really. I mean, I would say I remember some of them, but not really.
I feel you. Nah, dude. That's pretty crazy. I mean, a lot of people don't remember their dreams, so the fact that you remember any dreams at all is pretty impressive. What are your habits? Like, what do you do on a day-to-day basis that makes like Martin? Because your habits determine your lifestyle, which determine like your future and stuff. So like your habits,
like
basically
routine. You mean like
routine? Yeah.
Honestly, like I seem like I plan a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
I seem organized. But in terms of like my actual habits and like what I'm intentional about doing, I really don't. I'm not intentional about much outside of my businesses.
Okay.
You know, if that makes sense. So it's like with my business and work, I'm intentional. But anything outside of that, I'm gonna go with the flow. In terms of, but I mean, obviously I got a job, so I gotta wake up at a certain time every day. And honestly, I mean, one of my little habits that if I didn't do, I wouldn't feel as good about my day or be as productive as getting dressed.
Really, bro, that used to be me. I used to have to get dressed 3 different times. Like I had a morning fit, I had a lunch fit, and I had a dinner fit. Yeah, because I was just like that dude. But like, I like being cozy now, and just like the baggies. Like this is like literally like I woke up, put this on, and I'm chilling like all day. Like, that's wild. It is hard. Yeah.
But don't let him fool you though. Justice has fits, bro. Justice,
bro, I can't wait to go back outside.
Justice pops out sometimes in some fits.
Wild. Thank you.
You got some. You definitely got a style.
That means
you've grown into it too. Like
I appreciate you.
Yeah, you definitely moved away from the skinny stuff, which is
man.
Which is fire. It looks fire on you though. You definitely changed your style in a fire way.
You.
But yeah. I mean, I would say getting dressed is important for me because if I don't, because it is getting dressed for me obviously is a process that most people probably don't think about at all.
They put on the Skechers with the blue jeans and the tee, some gray tee or something, and the jacket.
Honestly, I'm pissed because in 2019 Skechers had a moment where like the fashion dudes on Instagram was wearing Skechers.
I wanted the Skechers Visions or whatever. Oh, those are New Balances. Just kidding.
I have those Vision runners.
The yellow ones or the
the yellow ones are hard.
I'm sorry. Go on.
I almost wore them today, but I wore these instead because I just got them.
For sure.
But
those are hard.
Thank you. No, but no, getting dressed is it kind of gets my mind in a organized, structured, strategic thinking way. Because I mean, when I go to my closet, like it's just like that's like my thing. Like that's just like it's like my creative exercise is getting dressed in the morning. So it kind of jumpstarts my brain to think in a strategic way. But that I would say that's my only really real habit is that, and I've been trying to read every night. But
for sure,
other than that, reading and getting dressed, those are my habits that I like will hold. Other than that, I'm very free flowing.
I mean, I only have. I'm trying to get 3 right now, but I only have 2. It's reading every night, and then right after work, journaling.
I've been working out consistently.
Writing down my feelings, bro. I need to.
I have to say that because I've been on myself. Like, I'm back on I'd say for the last month. I've been really like those are the 3. I have to get dressed. I gotta work out and I gotta read. And like those. Like if I accomplish those 3 things for the day, I could honestly not do anything else.
Yeah, I feel like having 3 strong habits is like pretty good.
Nah, but I've been working out consistently.
I need to get back on the grind, bro. I found that like it really does. So like one thing I realized, and shout out TikTok again, because I don't know if they're lying to me or if I'm just really gullible or whatever, but turns out like people that have like ADD or ADHD, like when you work out and like lift heavy shit or like run for a really long time, like lactic acid like builds up in your brain, and like it's good for you because it's like slows down your synapses or whatever, and like your shits don't fire off as often as they do. And so like I don't know, like that's one thing, bro. It's like wellness. Wellness is kind of key. Like take care of your mental, physical.
Getting old is crazy, bro, because like we got
getting wise.
People been on diets. Like diets is big now. Like what is like? Nah,
I mean,
real,
diets
like,
always been big, but like now that I'm realizing it.
No, diets always been a thing, but I'm talking about for kids. Like kids don't be on diets, but now that we're adults, like we're like, oh, this is why diets is so huge, and this is why workout plans. I actually be like, bro, who is buying this workout infomercial, bro?
For real,
I'd be like,
me.
Exactly. I'm like, hold up. Now I see. I'm like.
Wait, Bowflex, give me on.
I was like, this man said 25 minutes a day, 100 pounds in a month. Hold up.
Let me carry the one.
Like, let me get my credit card.
Yeah, let me check my finances real quick.
But
that's funny.
Dieting and exercise is crazy now because it's like if you're doing one or the other now at this age. Like once you hit like that 22, 23, you start realizing how important diet and exercise is. And you talk to anybody, they're on one or the other or both. They're either dieting all crazy or they're working out crazy.
Yeah, I'm more of a diet person. I like
which is
trying to do the vegetarian,
the more important one anyway.
I feel you.
If you're diet straight, you really don't need to work out like that. But
I haven't worked out since, if we're being honest, like March.
I wish.
I feel you.
I hate working out.
I've been eating like greens and drinking
that's
almond milk. It's the almond milk.
You be at Trader Joe's?
Yeah, nah. Don't get me in trouble. I'm at Walmart.
Yes, sir.
So,
save money.
Yes, sir. Live better.
Walmart.
Bro, that's one thing that I've realized is like really like the pandemic, when I had to like come into my own and just really start to do the soul searching and all that stuff, is like I didn't really think about how should I spend my time until pandemic hit and I was forced to stay indoors. I was like, well, I can't go out and get fresh and like just chill with the homies. I might as well find something to do and create here, especially because like you and I, we both moved here away from our homes, like states and hundreds of, for you, thousands of miles. Is it thousands?
No,
it's 1,000.
It's high.
800, 700, something like that. Yeah, and so it's like, how are you gonna occupy your time? For me, it was finding a new passion, a love for art, and then for you, it was the continuing the grind and finding a way to make everything work. And finding.
I mean, if quarantine didn't happen, there would be no SmartBoys right now. That's a fact.
That's crazy.
Like,
Isn't that
no
crazy?
way there would be SmartBoys, because I would have had a job. Like I would have been working in Philly, Urban Outfitters. I probably would have took a full time afterwards. So I'd probably be in Philly right now.
I feel you.
Like
it's a blessing in disguise, bro.
Right. I mean, I wish I was in Philly right now, but it worked out.
I've never been to
There's
Philly.
Give and takes. There's give and takes to everything.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, no, that's crazy. Yeah, no.
But kind of to wrap this whole thing up, what is something that you want everyone to walk away knowing about you and about SmartBoys?
About me, I'll say this about me. It's gonna be a answer that you're not gonna like. This is gonna be an answer that's not gonna be like the closer, but it's answer that for me is I don't really care. I don't care what you take from this about me. I don't give a damn. Think what you want about me.
Because that's not gonna stop you.
I mean, not even that. Just I've never been. I'm like, whatever you think it's none of my business. Those are your thoughts,
bro. Where were you at when I needed you in high school? I care too much about what people think
your
about.
thoughts are not my business, sir. So share them or don't. This is me. You learned about me. I hope you enjoyed it. I mean, I don't think I have too many enemies anyway.
You're a genuine dude, bro. So what do you want people to know about SmartBoys?
SmartBoys, first of all, cop.
Cop.
Share.
Cop.
SmartBoys Inc. at SmartBoys Inc. SmartBoysClothing.com. Check us out. If you don't like it, share it. Find somebody who does like it. I know you know somebody who does.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, Smart Boys is about the creatives.
That's what's up.
Smart Boys is about the creatives. It's about giving permission to young people of color to be creative, to pursue creative careers. It is possible. I know sometimes we feel like we're not in the financial situation to have the luxury to pursue something as frivolous as a creative career. We need to do something to provide or to survive or whatever, but it's possible. It's not going to be easy, but it is possible.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, live your creative life, man. Do it. Don't be afraid. Like, just do not be afraid to do it, because no matter how little you think you're doing, somebody's watching.
Someone is always
Someone's watching, and you've impacted somebody. You've encouraged somebody to pursue something they've been scared to do just by you doing it.
And that's a bar. That's a real bar right there.
Because I've had people reach out to me and be like, "Yo, I've been scared to do this, but I think I'm gonna try this now because like I see how you're doing. Like you're doing your thing. Like blah blah blah, whatever." But that's great for me to hear, and that's real. Like you just do it, man. Do your research though. Educate yourself, and that's really what Smart Boys is about. Just being creatively intelligent, being a smart creative,
and
get that bag.
Don't do cut and sew if you don't got 6 bands readily to blow.
You ain't got no money, man. Save it.
I'm kidding.
Save your money.
Those are all good lessons learned. Expensive, but great lessons learned on the journey. Yo, yes. Martin, I want to appreciate you, bro, for sliding through my crib. Thank you so much for just taking the time.
Man. Appreciate you.
And just showing me the love. I know the love is mutual. Like, you've copped a piece, I copped the clothes. Like, you're on my podcast, but then you kind of flipped it around, and then now we're gonna have a 2-part.
Always,
I guess.
Bro, man.
But
2-parter. I'm the creative director of Phone.
Yeah, man, that's how we do it at Phone. We giving out opportunities, I guess. But no, I'll be for real. Just thank you again. You know, it's always nice. Bro. It's always nice, like when I'm in a kind of like a strange place in life, like geographically, and I don't really know a lot of people, and it's just like really nice to have you and other Black creatives around me, to have that community here to continue to support me, even though we're in different things. We all go through similar things, and that's really what the whole purpose of Foam is just sharing those stories and connecting at a human level, and bringing humanity to artists, because a lot of the times people just think artists aren't people, and we're just going to be in the lab trying to do things for y'all, and in reality we do it for us. So
and they don't understand what goes behind it. So this is a crazy platform. This is dope.
Awesome. And I can't wait to have you on the show again, bro.
Hey, anytime, bro. Yeah. I'm always down.
All right, make sure y'all check out Martin at Dressed by Martin, or at Smart Boys Clothing. You can check out
SmartBoysClothing.com.
SmartBoysClothing.com. And yeah, man, we out. Peace.